this video we're going to go through the process of setting up the featured content gallery. Now the featured content gallery is this section here where you can have photos or images that scroll through that perhaps feature on your site what are the some of the main pages. Now whilst this looks good, if you're going for just a straight SEO site, then just focusing on text is actually better. So this featured content gallery is more for look and feel than for creating search engine optimized sites. So you'll see here that there are 4 or 5 different images that are scrolling through. You can actually scroll back and forth through those. There's a section up here, featured content, where you can see, in fact it's 4 that we've got loaded, and can click through to them. And when you do click on, say, the fashion and clothing one, it will actually take you across to the fashion and clothing page, just the same as if we click on it here. So let's go in and have a look how this gets set up. So if we log in and go to the dashboard, if you scroll down the left hand side, under settings is where you'll find the featured content gallery. Now there are some other types of galleries. There's a dynamic content gallery, there's a smooth slider, but featured content gallery is the one that we recommend. And after we get it set up, we're then going to go through and configure it into the site. So if we click on featured content gallery, we'll be taken to the spots where we can set things up. Now over here you'll see select here to use individual post or page IDs, and this is what we recommend, where you put in the various pages or posts that you want things to link out to by putting in the ID number of those, and I'll show you where to get that ID number shortly. If you want to randomize them you can, otherwise you can display them in that order. And here's where you can customize how that gallery looks. So the one we were just looking at is 620 pixels wide by 180 high, and the text overlay area is just the section that pops up that has some text in it. Down here is where you sort out the transitions, and normally would leave it on simple fade, 8 or 9 seconds. So if you want 8 seconds, it's 8,000 milliseconds, and they default to it being a little bit faster during the transition. We've got it slowed down a bit, that the slides fade out a little bit more slowly over 1.5 seconds. So that's where you set things up so that your featured gallery will be on. Now the actual details of what images you want to use and are across within the individual page or post. So if we have a look at and here we've got them set up within pages, so we'll go to pages, edit, and we'll have a look at the ones that we have. And in fact this fashion and clothing is one of the pages of the site that we would like to feature and put in the featured content gallery. And if you just scroll over that, or alternatively click through to it, you'll see that it's identified here in the header with the post ID equals 35. So that's how we know what ID number. So you first select your pages, and when you're doing them you'll find out what numbers they are, and then you go back to the featured content gallery to add it as it's already been done in that section. Now, how do you go about putting the photographs in? Well, if you scroll down, there's a fair bit happening here, isn't there, on this particular page as far as different things. But we're scrolling all the way down to where it says custom fields. So custom fields, and then we need to put in the word article image. And image is just IMG. And then we paste in the photo. Now we'll go through in a moment how you can add a photo to the site so that you then get this URL or this web address for it. So this photo has previously been uploaded onto the site, and it has a link, and that link is what appears here. So this is what you need to do. You need to go through each of those pages that you want to feature and come down to custom fields, put in article, image and the value, and then update. And if you don't have any fields there, you can add a new custom field just by coming in here, clicking article, image, and then putting the URL in. So, how do we get these photos in to start with? Well, we do that through the Media Center. And the Media Center can be found here in the left-hand menu. And there's a library, or you can just add new to create an image. So let's have a go at that process. So if we bring an image in and upload it, so we selected the file and now it's been uploaded, and here it is within the media library. Now, having got it into that spot, you may want to go through the process of resizing it. So the image is just down here. So that's the URL that could be brought across. You can either edit these files before uploading them, and that's what we did with the other ones, or alternatively, when you come through to this process of uploading, we'll shortly have added to this a thing called scissors that will enable you to change the dimensions of the image in saving it, so that it is at that size of 620 by 180 or otherwise. But again, your other option is that you just do that outside and then upload the correct size image, and once it's uploaded, take this URL and put it across into the featured content gallery. Now, our final step, having set the gallery up and chosen which pages or posts we want to feature, is to actually activate things. And to do that, we go to Appearance, and then there's an option here, Featured Content. And this is where you go through, and again, missing here at the moment, but in this section down here, there's the dynamic content gallery, the smooth slider, and the featured content gallery will be an option here that you can either select yes or no. Now, you can only have one of these at a time, so normally these other ones would be selected to off, and the featured content gallery on when you're ready to publish it, and that will publish it to the very front of the site. We are working on some functionality similar to what you would have seen in the last video of using a short code to embed it within a particular section of the site, and then just save settings. Okay, so that's all there is to setting up the featured content gallery, and we'll catch you in another training video. Thanks.